In this video, I will teach you how to do leader lines. To begin, go ahead and click on no spacing. Now when you do your assignment, you will have centered text, you will have word art, and then you will be asked to provide leader lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all of that together. So to begin with, I'm going to put in some fake paragraphs like we've done before. I'm just going to do some capital W's with some spaces in between. And this is just to show that, we're going to pretend we had a paragraph here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight my paragraph and I'm going to center it. I'm going to click at the end of it. Now what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and go to Insert, Word Art, and go ahead and choose the word art you want. And I'm just going to put the word art. And I need to change mine, just a minute here. Actually, you might need to do it too. Let's go ahead and click on your word art and go up to Format. And let's go ahead and make sure it's behind text. Now, before you can begin putting text below your word art, notice that your cursor is still up here. What you're going to have to do to get your cursor underneath your word art, so you're going to have to enter down. Now, if for some reason your word art is being pushed down as you are pushing the enter key, go ahead and keep pushing the enter key, and once you get to where you want to be, or not, however you want to say it, click on your word art and drag it back up to where your word art is supposed to be, and that's going to be right here. Alright, now remember that we centered this paragraph here. Well, we still have centering going on here. Now when we do leader lines, we do not use centering. We do not. We do not use centering, and we do not use text boxes. So right now I'm going to go up and I'm going to click on my left alignment, which brings me back to the left margin. From here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to right click. I'm going to go to Paragraph. You'll have a menu that pops up. You're going to go to the bottom left hand corner and choose Tabs. And your cursor is where you want to be. Do not do anything with the default tab stops. Don't touch that. We are just concerned with this area here. Now to begin with, let's go ahead and key in the number 1. Once we key in the number 1, we have quite a few options down here. We are going to leave the alignment area the way it is. And in this leader area, we are not going to do anything at this time. We are going to click Set. Now, our first tab stop for our leader lines will be at 1. Our last position, now it's already highlighted, and we just need to enter in, let's put the number 3. Now because this is our last leader line, our last tab stop for the leader line, we're only going to do 2 stops. This last stop position, which is 3, this is where we will add on our leader, our little dots. Now, what the leader lines are for, if you remember opening up a book and in the beginning for the table of contents, maybe you'll see chapter 1 and it'll have all these little dots after it and it'll give a page number, maybe it was 1. And then you'll see underneath maybe chapter 2, all the little dots, and then it'll have a 10 indicating page 10. That is what the leader lines are. So we're going to go ahead and set that. We're going to OK it. Now notice, well, before we do this, I want you to go to the View tab And I want to make sure you click on ruler. Make sure you have a check mark in the box that says ruler. Because now with the ruler open, you can see our first tab stop position is 1, our second tab stop position is 2. Now you'll notice your cursor is not at your first tab stop position. That's fine. You need to push the tab key in order to get it to your first tab stop position. So the first word, let's go ahead and put sky, and then tab, and then I'm going to put blue. Oop. Notice that you have your leader lines here. Go ahead and enter. Now again, notice it doesn't bring you back to your leader line area. You have to tab, put your information in. Let's go ahead and put grass and green. Now, go ahead and enter. We're going to change this. Now let's say that we need to do different tab stops for our leader lines. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click, go to paragraph, go down to tabs, and we don't want to leave our old stuff in there. If we leave our old stuff in there, everything is going to get goofed up. So what we need to do is we need to clear all. Get those old tab stops out of there. Next, what we're going to do is let's go ahead and make a new tab stop position. Go ahead and put 2.5. And again, because this is our first tab stop position, we are not going to do anything but click on this set button. Alright, now the default is already up here to where we're going to key in our next number. And let's do 5. Now because this is our second tab stop position, which is our last stop, we're going to go down to the leader area. Go ahead and click on our leader lines that we're going to use, which are the dots. We're going to click on set, and we're going to OK. Now once again, here's our first leader line up in the ruler, and our set and our last stop. Notice our cursor way over here. Do not at any time use the space bar. You need to push the tab key. That will bring you to your first leader line area. Let's go ahead. I'll put snow and cold. And that is how you do leader lines.